Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. This quarter, I've decided that I'm going to get back with being consistent on YouTube. I think that's my 100th time saying that, but I'm serious this time. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 10 steps to starting your lash product line. Okay, so I have 10 steps right now on my phone, and if you follow these 10 steps all the way through, within 30 days you can have your lash product line up and running and ready to go. Okay, so let's get right into it. So step number 1 is going to be to find a mentor. Don't sleep on this, don't skip past this part. This is the most important part because there's a lot of bumps in the road when you're starting any type of business, but you can also avoid a lot of mistakes if you simply just start off with reaching out to someone, or even like investing in yourself, because when you pay attention, and paying for a mentor. So that would be the number 1 thing. Someone that is, you know, already doing already selling lash products and already kind of like in the lash industry, if you're not currently a lash artist and you would like to start selling lash supplies, right? So having a mentor is going to be the number 1 thing. So just start there. So now step number 2 is going to be picking what you want to specialize in. And picking what you want to specialize in, as in, are you going to start off with, what are you going to start off with? We don't want to just be like, this is a whole product line that we have now. So where are we going to start? Do you want to start with lash trays? Do you want to start with tweezers? Do you want to start with bonder? Do you want to start with adhesive? Whatever you want to start with, we're going to pick that out first. And this can be decided based off of a couple factors. One can be your budget. Obviously, if you're going to start with tweezers over, like, let's say spoolies, you're going to need a larger amount to invest for tweezers than you would need for spoolies, right? So start off with your budget. What can I afford to put into a product line right now? For some people, if you have $500 and if you want to start off with disposable products first, that could be enough, depending on the vendor that you're working with, including shipping and everything, you know, just to start off your product line. But if you have a $2,000 budget and you want to start off with, let's say, tweezers or trays or something, you know, a little bit more expensive, like per unit, adhesive, you know, things like that, bonders, those things are going to cost a little bit more even overseas. So like maybe our spoolies might be, you know, $1.50 for 500 of them or something crazy like that. But then for our adhesive, you're going to spend $7 per bottle, and you're ordering it in bulk. Your shipping is going to be anywhere from $80 to $200, $300. So, you know, it's based off of your budget. So number 2 will be based off of budget, and the next thing it's based off of is target audience. So if you're selling to beginner lash techs, then you're going to want to make sure that you're giving them things like glue that specifically dries a little bit slower, so that they're able to adjust their work and take their time. But if I'm selling to people who are, you know, intermediate to advanced lash artists, I want my adhesive to dry quickly. And then last but not least, number 2, you can pick what you're going to specialize in based off of your strength. So if you're someone who does really well with making sure your clients have really good retention, and that's something that you're known for, that's the product that you're going to want to drop. If you create these beautiful volume sets, you know, and they're super fluffy, then we want to maybe start introducing either a tweezer or a or the actual lash trays. You know, also if your retention is really good and you're known for that, then maybe releasing a special bonder or the perfect primer. Figure yourself out and figure out, what do I specialize in? What's my budget? And that's what I kind of want to lean towards. And then who's my target audience now? Is it beginner, intermediate, master? Is it for, you know, people who do it on the side? And maybe is it for travel artists? So you kind of have to figure that out first, so you can pick exactly what's your first thing that is good for you to start off with. Not just because everybody starts off with trays, you start off with trays. So number 3 in starting this lash product line is going to be finding a vendor, right? So once I've found my mentor and we figured out what my first product should be, let's see who offers what I would like in my budget for the highest quality that I can possibly get it at. Main way to find a vendor, of course, is just to do your research. So you can look through Instagram, you can look on TikTok. People sell their vendors all the time. You can go to Freeway and go to Alibaba and just, you know, try out samples. But shameless plug, if you do want the best vendor, we do offer our vendor, and it will be linked down below in the description box. We have sold over 1,000 products, and I am so blessed to have done that. But my vendor works really hard. She makes sure that the products get to me as quickly as possible, and if you let her know that Beauty by Diamonds sent you, then she will also give you a few free goodies along with your order. Okay, definitely top vendor, very consistent product. So if you don't go with our vendor, a few things that should be a deciding factor is, one, making sure that your vendor offers you top quality products consistently. Two, making sure that your vendor is very responsive. If you ever need to change an order or, you know, reach out to them for a last minute order, you need someone that's there, they're ready to work, and they're ready to respond to you every single time. And last but not least, we also want someone that's not taking forever to get our products to us. Those are a few things that you can look for as you're trying out vendors if you don't just want to go with our vendor and just have the best products. It's up to you though. But it is down below in the description box, so just so you know. So one, we're going to find a mentor. Two, we're going to pick something to specialize in. Three, we're going to find our vendor. Our vendor is linked down below in the description box. Number four, we're going to get over the fear of investing. So this is an important step because you might finally get through all the details and then you're like, okay, it's time to pay this. Some people may have no problem sending that money, but for others, getting over the fear of like investing in a mentor and investing in products and spending all this money on products, putting down $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 on products, you have to get over that fear by simply doing the work. So the way you get over that fear is by getting the ball rolling and showing yourself that, okay, I'm about to start making some sales. So it seems small, but it's a huge thing because you got to spend money to make money. So you just got to do it. So number five is going to be, after we invest our money, we're going to get right to work. We're not going to wait for them to get here to, like, we're not doing that. Once we invest our money, and this is our final purchase. This isn't our, you know, samples. When we have our 300 trays on the way, when we have our, you know, 500 adhesives on the way, this is what we start to do. So now we're getting to work. We're gonna create our website and have everything ready for the launch, right? So we're gonna have our site ready. We're gonna use our samples that we purchased to get our content going, whatever TikToks you need to make, whatever reels you need to make, YouTube shorts, you know, show how if you have adhesive, show results of retention. If you have tweezers, show how they're able to pick up lashes. So we're gonna use our samples and we're going to make 10 to 20 pieces of content with it, whether it's just nice clean photos, a photo of you holding it, a photo of another artist with it, you know, informational posts, whatever it is. We're gonna get our content with our samples done ASAP. And then we're also gonna pick our launch date. So if my products come in on April 20th, I'm going to make my launch date probably for May 1st. And what that does is when it comes in bulk, I can make sure that everything is organized, ready to go. I can make sure that I have my packaging together, I have my shipping process, everything is together. If our package comes 5 days late, okay, my, you know, actual launch date is May 1st. So even though I was 5 days late, I'm still not late for my actual launch. Okay, so make sure that your time frame is spread out. That's how we're gonna prep for the launch. We're gonna get our content ready, make sure that our, you know, actual launch date is a few weeks out from when we're supposed to receive our products, and building our website with the samples. So have our prices up, different things like that. Maybe have it as not available, or you could do it as pre-order. Okay, another thing that we're going to do, which is our next step to get everything ready for our launch, is start to build our email list. On your website, you can have it set up where it's already done on the back end, but when people actually get to your site, they can put in their email so that they can get reminders once the actual launch date arrives. Number 7 is to pick our launch date at least 2 weeks after we receive the product, which is what we kind of already talked about before. So we're building up the list, and we already know what our projected launch date is. I kind of jumped that one, sorry. It's going to be content and marketing. We're going to actually start to roll those things out in those 2 weeks before our actual launch date. Okay, so the content and marketing comes from the samples. Once everything arrives, we should still have about 2 weeks before our actual launch. We want to be making content. And also during that time is number 9, which is the marketing part. Number 9 is going to be to reach out to 10 artists in your area and offer them 1 tray or 1 adhesive or 1 tweezer for free. So what we're doing here is we're doing like some on foot marketing. We're putting a face with the brand, with the product, and we're reaching out to people, and we're literally just giving them things for free and just saying, hey, can you share us your story? So now all the lash artists that follow them are able to see that you offer whatever product that we're starting off with. And also this allows you to make connections with people. And then the final number 10 is going to be to launch. Don't be afraid of launching your business. Everything is going to go the way it's supposed to, especially if you have that mentor by your side. I'm so excited to see all of your product lines come out. Please DM us on Instagram if you have any questions. Follow us on Instagram at beautybydiamondinc. And we can't wait to help you guys with the next video. Comment down below some questions that you might have, or any other videos that will help you in your lash business. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.